Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Chris and I'm here to review the Topo Athletic COR shoes, which I have right here. Um, uh, well, what can I say about these shoes? Well, when I first started looking for, I guess when I was looking for these shoes, I was looking for something that I could use to go to the gym with. And I looked up Topo and its and its company. I researched it a little bit. Just went online and did a quick Google search on Topo, and found out that the owner of the company was actually a designer, or maybe I think he was a designer, or he was one of the higher ups in Vibram Five Finger in the Vibram company. I'm not sure. I don't want to say nothing that's not correct, but yeah, man. I guess he just I guess when he was designing closed-toe shoes, he just kept up with the same idea as he did with the Vibrams. The only thing is that they have a thick cushion, which I actually do enjoy. I really like it. It's really good for like high impact stuff like basketball or what else could you do in these shoes? I guess jumping around, just doing some type of high impact or high intensity activity. Um, I mean, maybe not for rope climbing or anything, but if you're jumping around, moving around side to side, laterally in the or whatever, you know, these are good. They're very stable. They fit snug when you put them on. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Okay, so when I bought these shoes, I noticed that the strap here, uh, this right here, this strap, it was pretty long, so I had to cut it right here. If you can see it, yeah, it's right there. Had to cut it because it was just way too long for me. Um, I don't think that's everyone's experience. I just think I just have skinny feet. But yeah, I cut them. Just got the scissors and cut them. But luckily, you can't really notice it. So it doesn't really take away anything from the shoe. In fact, makes it look a lot better instead of having this little flap hanging all the way down to the floor. That just looked ridiculous. And yeah, so I guess I can actually go out in these, not look too weird. And yeah, I just like how they look now. It just actually looks a lot better without that little flap thing. So I'm glad I did that. Um, what else can I talk about? Yeah, another thing I wanted to start doing with my channel is that you guys know how much I like Ultra. If you have watched the last video, or maybe I didn't emphasize it enough as I should have, but I really do love Ultra, and I do like the way they design their shoes. Albeit it's not perfect, but to me, I want to use that as a starting point for all the shoes that I review. So I have my Ultra Lone Peak fours again, and what I really like about these shoes is just the toe box is just the perfect shape. It's just I wish every shoe had a toe box like this, and not to say that Topo doesn't have that, but it's not. If you can see, it's not as foot shaped. Actually looks like I got a smaller pair. No, they're about the same size. But yeah, yeah, they're the same size. As you can see, the Ultras have a wider toe box compared to the Topos. Um, and I don't think that really takes away from Topo because it still has the wide toe box. You can still wear the correct toes with them, which I do wear them every time I put these on. And For me, it's wide enough. It's not an issue. So but as far as that goes, that's not too bad. Um, Also, you have the pliability of the shoe, which is important for a minimalist shoe. Well, maybe it's not that important depending on what you use it for, but it's very pliable. So it's very good if you're going out and doing some high intensity stuff like basketball, which I have used them for. I'll talk about that in a bit. Um, what else? Okay, compared to the Ultras, one thing that these shoes do much better is that with these, my foot will slip around inside the shoe. Like there is no stability. Like as far as having your foot in one position and the shoe being snug around the foot, so as there so that there can just be a solid contact between the foot and the shoe. This is not the case with this shoe. It's very loose. Um, Maybe it's just a matter of tying the shoe. I'm not sure. I do get my shoes a size and a half, but I got these a size and a half bigger, and my foot does not slip around in these. I can play basketball in these, and I won't have no problem with these. Or I can even go do maybe some leg presses, some behind the leg presses, or donkey kicks, or a be on the calf raise machine, and not and it's not a problem with these. Like my foot are just slipping around. My feet are just slipping around, and it's just uncomfortable. You're always having to adjust, especially when I'm doing my calf workouts, which I'm gonna do today. So I'm definitely gonna wear these. But as far as that goes, man, that's where this is much beats the hell out of the Ultras. So I'm gonna put this back down. Uh, so another thing about these shoes is that the looks is just it's so it makes a nice casual shoe. I just like the look of it. I mean, it's got the soft mesh. It's breathable. Well, no, is it? I think it's meant to be breathable. I think the mesh is no, I wouldn't. Maybe not. But it does look nice. It looks really really sleek. Um, yeah, it's a good shoe to go out with. I mean, if you're wearing something casual like jeans and a t-shirt. So yeah, that's good for that. What else? Um, yeah, let's talk about the company for a little bit. I think we already did that, so I'm not gonna do that again. Um, Man, I don't know if there's anything else to talk about this shoe. About yeah, man, it's got oh, the cushion. Um, the cushion it's very thick. I like how thick the cushion is. It's it's really good for the high impact stuff. Like I said, allows for some absorption of all that of it doesn't strain too much your calves or your knees and your knee joints. And but but then again, it's like I also had to take the insole out. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. The sizing. When you first put on these shoes, uh, they the mesh on top tends to be very tight, and that's something I've noticed about all Topo shoes that I've tried out. When I put them on, they feel tight. Yes, they have the foot shaped toe box, or the wide toe box. When you put them on, it's like the mesh. It's just very tight, and it squeezes the toes more. And every time I put them on, I'd have to take them off in order to feel somewhat like roomy. And which is the case with these. As you can see, there is no insole in there. Uh, So that's kind of another downside with Topo Athletics, is that they don't really make the toe box readily, uh, spacious for the feet, which is important to me. Um, but they say over time, once you've worn out, the fabric on this will stretch and it will give more of a sock-like feel. I heard that somewhere, but you know, I think it's true. It seems like there's still a lot of room. I haven't actually put the insole back in there, so I don't. I'd have to see how that works from there. But in the meantime, without it, it just feels pretty comfortable. And it just allows enough for me. It allows enough room for the toes to spread. And I think that's it, man. I think that's my review of the Topo Athletic Core shoes. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to respond. I do check on my YouTube channel every so often. So, yeah. Um, Thanks, guys, for looking at my content once again. Hope you have a wonderful day, and, I'll see you guys next time.